Welcome to the deep dive. Okay, let's jump right in. You're pouring all this effort into making amazing TikToks, right? But sometimes, well, that algorithm feels like a bit of a black box, doesn't it?
Uh-huh. It really can.
And, if you're looking for ways to maybe give your profiles a bit more punch across different platforms, amplify that reach, you could check out a site like rapidboost.net.
Yeah, options like that exist to kind of help visibility.
Exactly. So the big thing we're digging into today, based on this really detailed guide, is how you make that fantastic TikTok content pull double, even triple duty across the whole
Yeah,
web,
it's about maximizing the value, really.
getting the most out of every video. So, okay, first things first, why even bother? Why take your TikToks off TikTok?
Well, the biggest reason, honestly, is dealing with the unpredictability. TikTok's algorithm is great, but relying only on it, that makes you kind of vulnerable if trends shift or visibility changes suddenly. So spreading out to places like Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, it just gets you in front of different crowds. And crucially, different discovery engines. It's about making your content more resilient.
That totally makes sense. Like, you wouldn't put all your money in one stock, right?
Exactly. Diversification.
And it's not just about racking up more views here and there, is that there's a bigger picture, like how people see you online.
Precisely. Yeah. Being seen consistently across different spots. Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, maybe Facebook. It builds this sense of familiarity, recognition, trust even. It's
Yeah.
that mere exposure effect they talk about. Seeing your brand, your style again and again, even in slightly different places, it just makes people feel more positive about it. Like, think about Emily Zugay's logo stuff.
Oh, yeah. Hilarious.
Right. It blew up way beyond TikTok because it hit Instagram, Twitter, amplified her whole unique brand.
Okay, this is where it gets really practical. So it's brand building, not just views. And for creators, time is money, energy is valuable.
Right.
There's a big ROI piece here too, right?
Absolutely. Making good TikToks takes real work. So if you repurpose that work smartly on other platforms, you're basically stretching its lifespan, getting more mileage out of it.
Right.
That one piece of content reaches more people, and that can lead to all sorts of things, partnerships, sponsorships, maybe even actual customers finding you.
Working smarter, basically.
Right.
So your creative effort doesn't just vanish into the TikTok void after a day.
Exactly.
And you mentioned this earlier, but the different platforms themselves offer different ways to get found and maybe even make some money.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, look at YouTube Shorts, Facebook Reels. They're seriously competing with TikTok now. So they often reward good short videos. They might boost visibility or even have monetization programs.
Okay.
So by cross-promoting, you're kind of positioning yourself to maybe catch some of those benefits from these different ecosystems.
Okay, so the why is pretty clear. It's strategy, it's branding, it's ROI. Now, let's get into the how, because it's not just hitting share, is it? You got to be smart about prepping those TikToks for new homes.
That's a really critical point, yeah. Just downloading your TikTok with that big watermark splashed on it, not usually the best move.
Right.
Every platform has its own ideal specs, and different audience vibes. So for Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, you're aiming for that vertical 9.16 look. Keep it under, say, 90 seconds for Insta, maybe 60 for Facebook. And yeah, getting rid of the TikTok watermark is pretty crucial.
Why is that so important?
Well, the thinking is that platforms like Instagram might actually deprioritize content that clearly has another platform's branding on it. They want stuff that feels native.
Got it. Signals it wasn't made for them. Okay,
Right.
what about YouTube? King of video.
YouTube Shorts, still 9.16, still under 60 seconds generally. But the big difference, thumbnails matter a lot.
Ah.
Because Shorts can show up next to regular YouTube videos. Having a really eye-catching thumbnail can make a huge difference in whether someone clicks.
Makes total sense. That visual hook in a busy feed.
Yeah.
What about Pinterest? Maybe not the first place people think of for video.
Yeah, but Pinterest is really leaning into vertical video now. The key there is context. Adding simple text overlays or really descriptive captions onto your TikToks helps a ton.
How so?
It makes them more discoverable when people are searching. Pinterest is all about ideas, inspiration, so that text gives context. Think like a recipe TikTok.
You could overlay the ingredients or the cooking time.
Exactly, stuff like that. And what about X, Twitter?
Right, X.
They allow a bit longer, up to 2.1. Square or vertical usually works okay, but the main thing is grabbing attention, like that strong first visual, good caption to make people stop scrolling and watch.
That fast scroll is brutal. Got to hook them quick.
Uh,
And LinkedIn. For the professionals.
LinkedIn, yeah, square or vertical again.
Yeah.
But the content needs to be tailored. Think, behind the scenes of your business, sharing useful tips, industry insights, something professional.
So less dancing, more takeaways.
Got it.
You said avoid direct downloads because of the watermark. How do you get around that? What's the best way?
Well, the ideal way is always to use your original video file before the watermark gets added.
Okay.
But if you can't do that, there are third-party tools out there designed specifically to remove watermarks. That keeps things looking clean and professional everywhere else.
Smart. Okay, format covered. Now, the text that goes with the video captions, hashtags, that's not copy-paste either, is it?
Definitely not. People search differently, interact differently everywhere. So on Instagram, you want a mix of relevant hashtags, some popular real ones, but also some really specific niche tags to hit different audiences. Keep the caption fairly concise, usually.
Okay, mix it up. Wide net, fine net. And Pinterest, you said, think like Google.
Exactly. Pinterest is a visual search engine, so your descriptions need keywords people actually search for. Not just hashtag recipe, but maybe hashtag easy vegan Thai curry or hashtag DIY home decor ideas.
Think SEO.
Aligning with how people actually look for stuff there. Makes sense. LinkedIn, you said fewer hashtags. Yeah, fewer, but highly targeted. And the caption itself needs to be professional, offer clear value. What will someone get from watching? A business tip. Career advice. Focus on that value.
Quality over quantity there. And just the overall tone.
Uh-huh.
You got to match the platform's vibe, right? TikTok humor might bomb on LinkedIn.
Oh, absolutely. What's funny or trendy on TikTok could just fall totally flat or even seem unprofessional somewhere else. You really have to kind of feel out the culture of each platform.
There was that great example in the guide, the eco soap business on Pinterest. How did they nail that?
Right. They took this popular soap ASMR TikTok they had, which did well on TikTok.
Right.
And for Pinterest, they added a simple text overlay highlighting the ingredients, the benefits, and crucially, a direct link to their shop.
Ah, the direct link.
Yeah. And they saw a noticeable jump in website traffic just from that Pinterest pin. It
Okay.
just shows how adapting the content slightly for the platform's purpose shopping in this case can really pay off.
That's a brilliant example. Making existing stuff work harder. Okay, let's get into some specifics for the big platforms. Instagram Reels, we know about watermarks. What else?
Use Instagram's own stuff when you can their music library, trending sounds, that can help reach. Get a strong hook in the first couple of seconds, and definitely have a call to action, follow for more, link in bio, whatever fits.
Okay.
Tagging relevant accounts helps too, and use location tags if it's relevant for local discovery.
Good tips. YouTube Shorts thumbnails key. What else for getting views, getting subscribers?
Upload the clean, no watermark version directly. Write titles that are short, punchy, but also searchable. Think about what people might actually type into YouTube search.
Sure.
And check your YouTube analytics. See when your audience is most active and schedule your shorts then. Oh, and ask people to subscribe. A short viewer could become a long-term channel subscriber.
Turning quick views into fans. Love it. Facebook. How do you get traction there with TikTok stuff?
Share it beyond just your profile. If you have a page or relevant groups you're in, share it there too. Write a little something with it that encourages engagement, like tag a friend who needs this.
Get people involved.
Yeah, and respond to comments quickly. Facebook seems to like stuff that gets conversations going.
Engagement is king everywhere, it seems. Okay, X, Twitter. How do we make TikToks work there?
Pair your video with relevant trending hashtags if you can. That helps visibility in that super fast feed. And engage in real time. Reply to people, retweet relevant stuff. Maybe pin your best performing TikTok video to the top of your profile so people see it first.
Highlighting the greatest hits. Nice. Pinterest, good caption, good thumbnail. Anything else?
Definitely put effort into those thumbnails. Canva's great for that, even the free version.
Okay.
Make sure every pin actually links somewhere useful. Maybe a TikTok playlist you've made, a specific page on your site, your shop, and look into joining relevant group boards or using tools like Tailwind Tribes to reach bigger niche audiences.
Tap into the community. Got it.
Yeah.
And finally, LinkedIn. Again, how do you make that TikTok style work professionally?
Focus on value. Business tips, professional stories, maybe a cool behind-the-scenes look at how you work, tag companies or people you mention, and have a professional CTA, like connect for more marketing insights or visit our site to learn about X.
Value and connection. Makes sense. Now, the guide also mentioned using the platform's own cross-promotion tools and even paid ads. What are some easy wins with those built-in features?
Yeah, they make it pretty simple now. TikTok lets you share straight to Instagram stories, X, WhatsApp, Instagram and Facebook have that shared or story button, which is great. And you can save those stories as highlights so they stick around.
Right. Highlights are useful.
And on YouTube, you can use the community tab post to link directly to your TikTok, ask your subscribers what they think.
So using the tools they give you, low-hanging fruit. What about collaborating? Working with other creators?
Oh, yeah, that can be huge. Partner with someone who's big on, say, Instagram. Do a TikTok duet together, then have them share it to their Instagram story and tag you.
Ah, leveraging their audience.
Exactly. It's cross-pollination, basically. You tap into their audience, get some credibility by association.
Smart, mutually beneficial. And if you really want to pour some gasoline on the fire, paid promotion. What are the main options there?
Paid ads can give you a serious boost. Instagram and Facebook let you run your TikTok videos as ads. You can target really specific interests, aim for traffic, engagement, whatever.
Yep.
YouTube lets you turn TikToks into TrueView ads, target Shorts viewers or your subscribers. Pinterest has video ads aimed right at people likely to shop. Even X has its promote mode for boosting tweets with your TikToks in them.
So options across the board if you have the budget. The guide had that fitness coach case study too, right? Using a mix of things.
Yeah, she did really well. She took her TikTok workout clips, turned them into Instagram Reels and Facebook stories. Then she ran targeted Instagram ads aimed at women interested in fitness.
And it worked.
Big time. Grew her Instagram following significantly, and she said it actually boosted her TikTok views too, as those new followers went back to check out her main platform. Shows how organic and paid can work together.
That's really motivating.
Okay.
Before we wrap this deep dive, let's talk mistakes. What are the common traps people fall into when they start sharing TikToks elsewhere?
Probably the biggest one is ignoring the platform's vibe, its etiquette. Like we said, TikTok humor on LinkedIn. Probably not.
Right. Bad fit.
Also, just spamming other feeds with only TikTok reposts can annoy people. You need a mix of content. And the watermark thing, we keep saying it, but it can really hurt visibility.
Definitely want to avoid shooting yourself in the foot. Anything else?
Yeah, posting and ghosting, you gotta engage. Reply to comments, answer questions, especially right after you post. That interaction matters. And finally, not looking at the data. You have to see what's working on each platform and adjust. Don't just guess.
So it's dynamic. Learn, analyze, tweak. Okay, let's pull this all together. What are some concrete, actionable steps listeners can take, like today?
Okay, first, maybe try batch creating some TikToks you think could work elsewhere. Then, actually edit them for each platform. Remove the watermark, trim if needed, maybe add different text.
Step 1, prep.
Step 2, customize captions and hashtags. Do a little research on trends for that platform. Step 3, use both the easy share buttons and do manual uploads for that optimized look.
Right.
Step 4, lean into platform features, remix on Instagram, shorts, playlists on YouTube. Step 5, engage, especially in that first hour after posting.
Crucial window.
Step 6, cross-promote back. Tease content, full tutorial on YouTube, see the behind the scenes on TikTok, get people moving between platforms, and finally track everything. See what works, do more of that.
Fantastic. Super practical steps. So
Yeah.
the big takeaway here seems to be, if you're serious about growing on TikTok and building a real online presence, spreading your content strategically isn't optional anymore. It's essential.
Absolutely. It's about understanding the nuances, adapting smartly, not just hitting repost, but being strategic.
So the challenge for you listening, start small. Pick 1 or 2 of your best TikToks. Pick 1 or 2 other platforms that feel like a good fit. Adapt them, post them, and just watch what happens. Learn from it.
Yeah, experiment. And maybe ask yourself this question as you go. Beyond TikTok, which one other platform feels like it has the most untapped potential just waiting for your specific type of content and audience?
Ooh, good one.
Focusing your cross-promotion efforts there, how much growth could that unlock? Something to really think about.
Definitely powerful food for thought. Thanks for digging into this with us today.